Okay, so I'm going to go through your review packet, and this will give you a chance to make sure you have everything done correctly and that you understand why. Okay, so on number 1, which expressions are equivalent to 4/5 x plus 1 1/5? So we need to figure out which of those we should circle that make 4/5 x plus 1 1/5. So if I distribute this 1/5, I get 4/5 x plus 1/5 times 1 is 1/5. So that's not equivalent. If I distribute 2/5, I get 4/5 x plus 6/5, which is the same as 1 1/5. So B is one of my choices. Letter C, 2/5 times 4 is 8/5 x. 2/5 times 8 is 16/5 minus 4/5 x minus 2 or 10/5. Right? Because I'm subtracting what's inside here. I'm subtracting this 2. So now I can combine my like terms. 8/5 x minus 4/5 x is 4/5 x. 16/5 minus 10/5 is 6/5 again. And as we just went over, 6/5 is the same as 1 1/5. So I'm going to circle C. So pause the video here, do D, E, F, and G, and come back and check your answer. So E and G are also both yes. Number 2. First, I'm going to distribute 1/4. So this is my little scratch paper over here. 1/4 times 16. 16 goes into 4 goes into 16 4 times. 4 goes into 1. 4 goes into 4 1 time. 4 goes into 16 4 times. So I get 4x. And then 1/4 of 12. We're going to still subtract. 1/4 times 12. 4 goes into 12 3 times, goes into 1 1 time. Now I'm subtracting. So I have like a negative 1/9. Negative 1/9 times 18. 9 goes into 18 2 times. So I have a minus 2x, and then same idea, negative 1/9 times 45. 9 goes into 45 5 times. And now I can combine my like terms. 4x minus 2x is 2x. Negative 3 minus 5 is minus 8. The perimeter of the polygon means I'm adding all of these together. 2x plus 3x plus, minus 1 plus x plus 5 plus 3x plus 2x plus 4. So when I combine my like terms, 2 plus 3 gives me 5, plus 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11x. And then negative 1 plus 5 is 4, plus 4 is 8. If you haven't done number 2 already, pause the video, do number 2, and then replay it. So the length and the width will each be increased by the same number of feet. So if I have a length of 15 and a width of 5, I'm increasing each one by x. So you can write 5 plus x or x plus 5. So that's what all these are. Which expression is equivalent to the expression for the larger garden? So I have 1x, 2x, 3x, and 4x. And then 15 and 5 is 20, and another 20 is 40. So I need the expressions that are equal to 4x plus 40. D is not. We've never even learned how to do that. And C is not. We've never learned how to do that either. So obviously 4x plus 40. If I distribute that too, I get 4x plus 40. If I distribute this, I have 2x plus 15s. Here's one, and another 2x plus 5s. Here's my x plus 5, here's another x plus 5. So this one works as well. Isabel knows that for every 3 magazines she sells, she earns $1.05. She also knows that she has to pay $4 in gas to deliver the magazines. She wants to come up with a formula to determine her income each week. M is the number of magazines she sells, the individual number of magazines. How much? You have to think about how much does she get per magazine. She gets $1.05 for 3 of them. So $1.05 divided by 3, you do the math there, pause the video, do the math, is 0.35. She gets 35 cents per magazine. 35 cents per magazine. And she has to pay $4 in gas. So B and D works because 105 divided by 3 gives me my 0.35 again. Andrew rented a kayak while he was on vacation. He was required to pay a deposit. That's like a one-time fee, plus an additional $11.50 per day. His total bill was $164. How many days did Andrew rent the kayak? So I'm going to write an equation for this. We start out paying $95 plus $11.50 per day equals $164. And then I subtract my 95. And I'm just going to rewrite it up here. So I have $11.50 times x equals what? 164 minus 95. And then I'm going to divide by 11.5. Is 6 days. B says, how do I know I'm correct? If I do 1150 times 6 plus 164, oh, excuse me, not plus 164, plus 95, I get 164. So that's how I know I'm correct. The kayak company offers Gavin a deal to rent a fishing pole along with the kayak for an additional $350 per day. If he does not want to spend any more than 164, how many days can he rent both? So I have my 95 still from before, plus my 1150 for my boat per day, plus my 350 for my fishing pole per day, and I still only want to spend $164. So I can put these two together first. And now I'm just solving So I got 4.6 days, which is odd, but it just means he can't stay 5 days. He can only afford to stay 4 days, and he'll have a little bit of money left over. So Sarah has a total of $580. An iPad is on sale for $400, and a data plan that's $15 per month. An iPhone is $250, and a data plan is $30 per month. So which one would you recommend? Just FYI, there's multiple, it kind of does depend, but my 580, I have 400 plus 15 per month, and I can only spend 580, or 250 plus 30 per month, and I can only spend 580. So if I solve each of these for the pink one, for the iPad, oh, I'm going to write my equations down here because B wants us to write them anyway. If I solve this one, I get 12 months. And then if I solve the iPhone equation, I get 11 months. So I would recommend the iPad because she can have it for more months. Okay. D is less than -5 versus -D is greater than +5. I want this to be comparable to this one. I want this to just be a plain 1D. So if I divide by a -1, I flip my sign around and I get -5. And now those two are exactly the same. Number 2, I have to do my multiplication first. I'm doing -1/2 times 4. -1/2 times 4. negative 1/2 times negative 3x. So I can combine my 5 and my minus 2. I get 2 1/3. 2/3 minus.
Hello. Oh, I found Sally, but I only get the ticket after lunch, right? Okay. Sally's light a lot smaller. I found Sally already.
It's 8th and 7th.
6th and 7th?
8th period and then
8th and 7th? Yes. I thought it was 6th. No, it's 8th.
chill, man. Yeah.
Chill, Jack.
Why are you laughing at that? What happened?
No, you sounded like, chill, Jack.
I'm supposed to be here. Am I not supposed to be here?
You're
Oh,
going
8th
to
period, yeah.
8th period, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hello.
The Khan Academy was so it was so complicated
Okay.
because I had yeah, it was complicated. I'll see if I can finish it.
Finally lunch. Do you get my email?
Mm-hmm.
Hello. I don't have zero energy. Have good lunch. Wait, do you know if we're going outside?
I don't know. Over the summer, a carnival comes to town. You decide to go with some friends. Admission into the carnival is $3 and each ride is 50 cents. Write and solve an inequality. So pause the video, write your inequality. I have $3 I need to pay, plus 50 cents per ride, and I can only spend $12. I can spend less than or equal to $12. So when I'm dividing by 0.5, think about how many. I have $9 and each ride is 50 cents. I can go on 18 rides or less. So I need 18 on my number line. I need a closed in circle. The maximum number of rides I could go on is 18. You can skip letter C here. Lauren has $200 to spend at a clothing store. She wants to buy a pair of jeans for $45 and the rest on sweaters. Each sweater costs $34. So she wants one pair of jeans for $45 and $34 on each sweater. And she needs to spend less than $200. So I subtract 45. I'm just going to rewrite it up there. 200 minus 45 divided by 34. And I got 4.5. She can't buy half a sweater. So the most she can buy is 4 sweaters. And she'll have a little bit of money left over. Katie received a $50 iTunes gift card for her birthday. She's planning to purchase 2 movies that are $14.99 each. She also wants to rent some movies. Currently renting movies on iTunes is $4.99 per rental. So $14.99 plus $4.99 times however many rentals. So I got 7.0, like 1 or 02. That means she can only rent 7 movies, at most 7 movies.